All right, here we are. I did a video on vinegar versus hot dip galvanized a few years back, and there was a piece of tin creaking. There was some questions. I did part one, I think I did part two. I'm not sure if it was very conclusive or if you even watched those yet. But we're gonna redo it. And hopefully this one will answer all the questions. I turn you around and show you what I got. Okay, here is the, it's already doing something in there. In just a moment, the stacked hot dip. Here's the single hot dip. Doesn't look really too active. Here's the bolt. Here's a piece of mill scale and rust and some slag. And here's the piece of copper. As you can see down in there, there's the level of the vinegar is right there. That one's there. That one's there. That one's there. That one's there. Anyway. Alright, so there they are. And we'll have a look tomorrow and see what happens. We may have to come back a following day. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. This is what I said. We'll make this one conclusive. Alright. So, in case you were wondering, what happens with aluminum? We got something for you too. I have a piece of short piece of pipe. A little piece of square tubing. Put that in there. And we'll cover it. Put it out there with the rest of it. Alright. Like I said, using this this brand. I'm guessing any vinegar probably would work. That's what I had. Is $6, $8, $10 a gallon. You make up your own mind. Alright, here we go. Here's the reveal. We had a late entry, a couple minutes late with the aluminum parts, the stacked hot dip galvanized nuts, the single nut, the oxide coated bolt, the mill scale rust slag plate, and the copper bracelet. Turn you around, take each piece out, and show you the results. Okay, we're gonna start with the single hot dip nut. Looking down in there, it doesn't look like a whole lot of change. This is the nut. Everything's gone. All the blue coating, everything's down bare metal. Threads look pretty good. It was in there. The vinegar looks clear actually. It's just a little bit of sediment down in the bottom. I'll put it back in there, leave it for a sec later. The stacked parts. Pretty much the same result. Down to bare metal. It's clean, slick, pretty. The threads look clean. All the hot dips removed. I'm gonna lay them on the board. Let you see. The coated bolt, I guess it was oxide coated, it may have been paint. It turned black. On the end that was sticking out of the vinegar, it's got this weird crust on there. With a rag, cleaning it up, just went back to black, bare metal. Everything's gone. The coating was gone. It was a green color, if you remember. Back in the barrel. I'll show you all these tops. I'll shoot you down in there and show you what it looks like. This one was interesting. This one is the rust and mill scale. Wipe it off. And it's down clean metal. Even the slag fell off the end of it, because remember it had raggedy torch cut on. This end, it's a very strong vinegar smell. This end was sticking up. It was only into here as far as the vinegar goes. But you can see the line worked pretty good. I'm gonna turn it over and drop it back in. Next one was the old copper bracelet. Interesting. This is it. That's 30% vinegar. Now, in these little holes, that's where some magnets come in. I rolled this bracelet back around backwards on itself. But it gave it a nice, just back down to pure copper. Like I said, it didn't get in there. I guess a wire brush would probably remove anything that's in those little holes there. That's copper. Late entry, a couple minutes late, was the aluminum. Doesn't really look like it changed it a lot. It is clean. I think all the anodize may be gone off of it. I'm not sure. And there's the little piece of pipe. I'm gonna flip you around and give you a view down into all these cups. Okay, we'll go with the aluminum. Vinegar is kind of clear. You saw the aluminum parts, I just dropped them back in. The stacked nuts in this hot dip cup, it left a residue around on top of the cup there. You can see that. There's the nuts down in the bottom. This one was the single. Vinegar is not really stained. It's got a lot of dribble sediment down in the bottom. The bolt is kind of a weak tea stain. The bolt in there, I may just roll it around and drop it in there. Then there's the plate. Vinegar is heavy stained, and I flip that plate over. And then the copper bracelet, there it is. So that's the results. All right, that's the verdict. Put my bracelet back into use and let it turn back black. 12 24 hours, actually. Actually, I came out, I put those in at 9 a.m. yesterday morning in the vinegar. And then about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I went out there and picked the plate out with the rust on it and wiped it off. It was bare metal at that time. The nuts, I didn't mess with those. I just pulled that one piece of plate out. So I'm guessing it was working. It already done what it was going to do. Depending on your size of part, is going to depend on the container and how much vinegar you need. You need to cover it. And the ones that had a bunch of nuts in the cup, it started bubbling almost instantly. There was a little ring of foam around the top. So yeah, at 9 o'clock this morning, everything was probably as good as it's going to get. So there's your proof. Proof's in the pudding. 30% Harris vinegar from, I think we got it at Home Depot. I may try it with some standard cleaning vinegar. I got some of that, and we'll see what happens. But I read all my comments, and I read comments off videos put out 4 years ago, and I try to reply to them all. At the time you watch this video, I don't know when. Hopefully I'll still be around, and I'll at least I look at them all. I give them a thumbs up. I try to answer any questions, and I thank you for your time for watching. And that's it. I hope this answered the questions. If it didn't, post them in the comment block. That's all I can say. And you know, ask me questions. Hey, I'm here to learn too. You're here to learn. Maybe this works out for you. I started that vinegar test back when I was doing a lot more blacksmith type stuff and just for S&G. So, like, share, subscribe, comment. This is Mo, damn it. Tire Creek Ironworks out.